Welcome back to another training, everyone. In this video, we'll be focusing on more direct response email strategies. Email marketing is obviously very, very important, and I wanted to make sure we devote enough time to examining different types of emails, what's working out there right now, given the issues with iOS 14, e-commerce in general, running ads, rising costs on Facebook. It's really important that your backend is really solid, because these days breaking even on the first purchase can be a luxury. So with that being said, let's take a look at some new emails that I've found that I think are very effective, and hopefully you can implement some of these strategies into your own business. So the first email we'll look at is from the financial niche, and it's a great example of how to message the moment, meeting your audience where their minds are at. And so let's just take a look at the copy here. Subject line is calling the bottom. I called the exact day Bitcoin peaked in 2017, and I called the exact hour marijuana stocks would start their big collapse in 2018. In 2020, the very day the stock market bottomed during the coronavirus crisis, I told my readers it was the best time to be an investor in more than a decade. Now I'm sticking my neck out once again on one of the most talked about stocks of the year. I think there's a good chance the stock just bottomed. And if my previous record of calling bottoms is any indication, you better hurry. Get the full details of this opportunity right here. And then there's a PS. Some of the world's biggest investors have already invested millions into it. And if I had to invest my wife's full retirement account into one stock, again, hands down, this would be the one. So the thing about this email is that if it, given the way stocks are performing right now, a lot of people are wondering when they should put their money to work. When should they start investing? People are wondering when the bottom is going to be and when they should time the market to re-enter. And so this is a great email because it induces curiosity. It doesn't reveal the stock. You have to click on the link. It probably takes you to a video sales letter where you're pitched some kind of deal. It's conversational, it's simple, clear, and very straightforward. And if you've been following this guy, Whitney Tilson, for some time, you probably trust him. You listen to his advice on stocks, and so it's got strong conviction. It's got credibility already built in, and it just provides a lot of curiosity and proof. And a lot of times in the financial niche, you'll see this tactic of using FOMO. It really capitalizes on the fear of missing out here. And one of my favorite lines in this email is, and if I had to invest my wife's full retirement account in one stock, again, that again adds a little more curiosity. But I think it's a very powerful line because it shows strong conviction. And you need to show conviction and proof when it comes to selling a financial offer. So the second email is a little longer. It does a little more selling in email. The first email, it was a lift note. It takes you to a video sales letter, and it does all the selling there. The purpose of the first email was to just get the click. The second email that we're going to take a look at, and it's a health offer, it does a little more selling. It teases a unique mechanism. But again, it's probably going to go, it's a lift note, so it's probably going to go to a video sales letter. So let's just take a quick look at it right off the bat. Donald Trump got high. It's a question in the subject line. Is the president high? I remember hearing one of my colleagues asking this question back in 2018. The president had just signed the 2018 Farm Bill legalizing CBD, and many health experts were shocked because nobody could say for certain if CBD actually worked. We'd all heard of the supposed benefits. Your nagging pain will suddenly dissolve, your best night of sleep ever. You'll begin experiencing a deep feeling of relaxation and well-being. That's what they said. But when we tried CBD, it never seemed to bring us any real results. Were you the same way? If so, I get it. But here's the thing none of us knew back in 2018, and most people still don't know this about CBD in 2022 either. There is an obvious reason why 98% of CBD products on the market don't seem to work. What is it? CBD needs to go through one final step in the manufacturing process to actually be absorbed by our bodies. Skip this step and CBD is useless. But the problem is, because this final step requires a quantum technology that was developed by an MIT professor in a state-of-the-art lab, virtually no CBD companies are spending the money to actually do it. Even though, unless you do this one thing, you'll never get the true benefits of CBD. Click here now to learn the missing step that can make CBD finally worth taking every single day. So this email does a lot of good things. First of all, the subject line is excellent. It adds a public figure and adds some sort of curiosity to it. Donald Trump got high, that's going to get a super high open rate, I can tell you, just based on the text alone. And it just flows right into the drama from the beginning. Donald Trump got high. Is the president high? That's a great, bold statement. And it's followed up with short, punchy statements. Nothing is hard to read, and it's just got a really good flow to it. It also relates to the reader very nicely too, because CBD at this point is such a popular product now that a lot of people have tried it and it didn't work for them. So a lot of people are skeptical. It's a skeptical audience. It's probably a group of older people that this email is targeting. And so it connects to the reader very nicely because it's asking, were you the same way? Did you were promised all these big benefits, but CBD didn't work for you? Well, guess what? There's something you're missing out on. It's this unique mechanism. And this is another good thing the email does. It teases this extra step that CBD needs to take in the manufacturing process to actually be effective. And so there's that unique mechanism that differentiates the offer from anything else you've seen when it comes to CBD. So it first relates to the customer, to the consumer audience, whatever. And from there, it teases the unique mechanism and says, wait a minute, the way you've been thinking about CBD this whole time is wrong. Here's what you're missing in your CBD product. And this leads to probably a long sales letter. This is not enough selling. Not enough selling has been done in this email. More selling in this email than the prior email. But I'll be honest, if you're selling CBD to a skeptical market, you have to add more than just a little lift note. It's got to really, twist some kind of knife in someone's back in a way. So you can use different kind of pain points, or in this case, you can say, hey, I relate to you. I understand that CBD has not worked for you in the past. Well, guess what? This is what's missing scientifically. And here's a unique mechanism. It was developed by an MIT professor in a state-of-the-art lab. It requires quantum technology. So that's what you're missing out on. So great lift note here too. It does a little more selling, but that's because it's a more skeptical audience. So when you're writing emails like this, make sure you know who you're talking to and make sure you're relating to them to ensure that you get the curiosity and then you get the click. All right, so the third email is different from the two emails we've looked at so far. All the selling is done in the email itself. This is not a lift note. It's not going to take you to another page, another link where the selling will be done. This is an email where the sales pitch is made in the entire email. Is it effective? I think if someone reads the entire email, it can be. And it works for this company. It's BioTrust. So they have a history of sending out long, wordy emails like this. That are complete, comprehensive sales offers. So it's definitely something to try out, longer form emails and see how that benefits or works for your business. So I'm not going to read the entire email, but I think we can start off with just kind of skimming through it, and you can read the email in more detail on your own time. So the subject line is, stop making this mistake with turmeric. And with turmeric, it's a supplement that's been promoted to a lot of health offers, a lot of health email lists as a pain supplement, pain relief, and just anti-inflammatory. So a lot of the audience here is probably familiar with turmeric and its benefits. Again, this is kind of like the CBD email where it's a skeptical audience. They've probably tried CBD before, they've tried turmeric, but this is kind of putting a unique mechanism, a unique twist on a supplement that's already been promoted. So you can see it starts off with the known facts. Many health experts now agree that consuming turmeric can be very beneficial to renew and revitalize how you look and feel. It really goes into the benefits: young looking skin, peak energy, healthy, flexible joints, and so on. And here's where it kind of gets into the problem. Some of the turmeric, curcumin supplements in stores and online may provide very little benefit to your body, if any at all. And, it also includes liposomal turmeric. That's because research has revealed that turmeric found in some supplements today has extremely poor absorbability. So it's talking about the unique mechanism. First, it's going to talk about the unique mechanism of the problem, which is poor absorbability. And it's going to go into the unique mechanism of the solution, as we talked before. So research shows that you can increase the body's absorption of curcumin by up to 46 times versus standard curcumin. What is this unique mechanism? Let's take a look. If you can absorb it faster, you get like the full benefits. There's a recently discovered natural enhancement technology that has been shown to enhance curcumin absorption in the body, keep levels of curcumin elevated in the body longer. It's called the Ultrasol Nutrient Delivery System. Again, creating a term, a phrase. If you've seen my prior copywriting trainings, you'll see creating terms like this can be very beneficial in terms of creating curiosity and intrigue. This is a patented technology that combines a pristine turmeric extract with natural antioxidants in a water-soluble carrier. It really talks about how things clump up. The Ultrasol Curcumin Enhancement System solves the big absorption problem by increasing solubility. Then it goes into the benefits of the absorbability, and from there talks about how much greater the absorption is, 35 times, and 6 times greater absorption than curcumin with phytosome technology. Goes into scientific proof behind it. It then kind of hammers home the same issues. You got to take a lot. If you're just taking the normal version of curcumin or turmeric, you have to take a lot of it because absorbability is so poor. It's doing a lot of selling. It's a very long email, hammers home the problems, and are you ready for the great news? You finally can get the highly absorbable form of turmeric, curcumin, in one clean, independently tested formula. It's called Ageless Turmeric. You can see how this is very much like a text-based sales letter. It starts off with the problem, talks about the unique mechanism behind the problem, and then gets into the unique solution, and then offers you the product that addresses this problem. So finally, at the end, it makes the full offer details up to 71% off, free US shipping, a free ebook as well. With Ageless Turmeric, you're getting the longevity support of curcumin, the highly bioavailable form of turmeric that provides up to 46 times more curcumin absorption. You're getting ginger, giving you the whole offer stack, kind of similar to the closes you do at the end of a sales letter. It adds a little scarcity at the end. You also feed a hungry child through nokidhungry.org. Tons of different types of closes going on here. And finally, the call to action. Get Ageless Turmeric for up to 71% off with your free ebook and free shipping. So you can see this email does a lot of selling in the email itself. It's text-based because it's going to take you to a product page, a standard product page that probably doesn't have as much detail as a video sales letter would or a text-based sales letter would. It's the standard product page, so you have to do the selling in the email to get people primed and get them to click with the intention to buy. So that's what this email does. That's so effective. All right, the last email we'll look at is another health offer. It's very short and sweet. Harvard researcher Dr. Demetrius Damo discovered an enzyme that eats body fat. It's helping women and men lose 21 pounds on average in less than 28 days. Best of all, your body can make this enzyme by eating these specific foods, and they taste great. Susan used this doctor's advice and lost 17 pounds fast, and the foods she was eating were sky high in calories. It's hard to believe this works, but it does. To your health, Tiny Red Kitchen. So I like the subject headline, The Secret of the World's Thinnest People. It's a pretty unique hook. Definitely induces curiosity. And it uses credibility, Harvard researcher. I think the standout feature of this email is an enzyme that eats body fat. That's a lot of curiosity right there. It's so intriguing. An enzyme that actually eats body fat. It's a very visual image of some enzyme coming in and just like burning away, melting off the fat off your body. So I like that angle a lot, and there's a lot of credibility to it. It's helping women and men lose 21 pounds on average in less than 28 days. And it adds more intrigue by saying your body can make this enzyme by eating certain foods that are actually really delicious. So you can, it's hinting at the fact that you don't have to change your diet that much. You just have to add these foods in that are tasty anyway, and you can start burning, the fat. You can eat these foods that are sky high in calories as well. It's hard to believe this works, acknowledging the fact that this is kind of crazy what they're saying, but it does. And, it just gets you to click to the video sales letter. There's not a lot of selling being done in this email. It's more about curiosity, getting those open rates and click rates high. So it directly takes you to the video sales letter or an advertorial or something like that. It's, anything, a text-based or video sales letter that is going to do most of the selling for you. It's all about getting the click. And so, the best part is it uses Susan. Again, you don't need too much social proof here. You just need the click. So just adding a little element of social proof here can be very effective as well. So again, very short and simple email. If you have already a comprehensive sales page laid out, then you can use these emails to drive traffic to your offers, or even use them as affiliate swipes that you can send out to your list for other offers, other people's offers. So with that being said, I think these are 4 solid emails that you can test out when it comes to using more direct response heavy emails. I'll be back soon with more content on the way. I'll be putting something out in early July, so stay tuned for that. Until then, we'll talk soon.